me, Sarah, and today we're going to be doing yoga together. So go ahead and sit down and stretch out your legs in front of you. And we're going to start thinking about a song called Head, Shoulders, Knees, and Toes, and go through our body parts that song talks about. So what's the first thing? Head. So we're going to nod our head yes, lifting the chin up and down, saying yes, I decided to do yoga today. Looking up towards the ceiling and down towards the floor. Yes. And then once you're satisfied and you're done, you're going to shake your head no. Looking left and right and left and right. And if you're like me, your hair might flop side to side. And whatever you see to your left and to your right, just go ahead and look at it and say no. Awesome, stop. And now we're going to say maybe. So just tilt your head, maybe, side to side. Maybe I want to play outside. Maybe I don't. And stop. So we did our head, now we're going to do head, shoulders. So go ahead and put your hands on your shoulders. Take a big inhale, lift your shoulders up, squeeze them really tight to your ears, squeeze, 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 and then drop them down. Inhale, take a big breath in through your nose, hold your breath, squeeze your shoulders in, and exhale out, drop your shoulders down. You can even make a noise like a ha sound. Let's do a couple more of those. So breathe in, squeeze and lift, squeeze, 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 hold your breath, you got it, and exhale, drop them down. Inhale, squeeze, hold your breath, and exhale out. One more time. Awesome. Now we're going to bend our knees into our chest. So head, shoulders, knees. So take your knees, take your hands on your knees and pull them into your chest and try to lift your feet off so you're just balancing on your knees. Try not to fall back. Whoa! But try to stay up, and you can even kind of tap your toes down. And then straighten your legs up. And release them down, flop them down. And so that was our knees. You can kind of shake them out and just notice what do your knees do? They bend and they straighten. So maybe you pat your thighs for fun. And now we did head, shoulders, knees. What's next? Toes. So see if you can wiggle your toes. So look at all your toes, count all your toes. You have how many toes? 10. So, and then once you're done with your toes, notice how your toes are connected to your whole foot and make little circles with your foot, pointing your toes down and up a couple times. Looking at your beautiful toes. Mine are painted pink. Maybe yours are painted a color, or maybe not. I don't know. And then we're going to take the soles of our feet and put them together. So the bottoms of your feet touch together. And imagine that you have a glue stick and you could just glue your feet together and they're not going to come apart at all. And this is called our butterfly pose. So if you look at your knees again, check it out, you're in like a little butterfly, and these are your wings flapping up and down, And just imagine that you are a butterfly outside, flying around. Think of one place that you would fly, if you could fly anywhere in the world, if you were a butterfly. And as you think of that place, maybe you thought of it already, imagine that you're there. So if I could fly anywhere right now, I would fly to Florida, because that's where some of my family is, and I would love to be somewhere super warm. And if you can't decide anything, that's okay. Maybe think of a color. So imagine what color your butterfly would be. It could be any color. It could even be rainbow. It could be tie-dye. I don't know. Just think of your favorite color, what you would want to be. I think I would want to be bright yellow with a little bit of gold sparkles maybe in there. So just think of one color, a couple colors. You can change your mind. Awesome. Now we're gonna imagine that the glue is gone. We can open our legs back up. We're done being a butterfly. And we're gonna come onto hands and knees. So plant your hands down on the floor, spread your fingers nice and wide like you're a frog now. And come onto your knees, and we're gonna do cat and cow. So if you've done yoga before, maybe you know what cat and cow is. But when we're a cat, we're gonna round our spine up. So we have a big round back, like an angry Halloween cat. And we're gonna breathe out. And then we're gonna drop our belly, let it sink down like we're a big cow. And our belly's dropping down, and we look up, and we breathe in. So we're gonna go from being a cat to being a cow. And if you don't like cats or you don't like cows, and just think about your spine making a little rainbow one way and then the other way. Making a little half of a circle one way and then the other way. And now we can go side to side. So swish your hips, move your hips to one side, look back, and then the other side. Taking some freestyle time. Awesome job, you guys. We are going to bring our hands out in front of us, tuck our toes under, and we're going to come up to downward dog. So we're still going to be on our hands, but now we're on our toes back here, the balls of our feet, and maybe our heels go almost to the ground. But make sure your head is still off the ground. No touching your head to the ground. Only your hands and your feet are here. And since this is downward facing dog, we might take our dog for a walk by bending one foot, or one knee, sorry, bend one knee and then the other knee. And the other leg straighten. So we're just kind of walking in place, walking our downward dog. And then we're gonna walk our feet and our hands together in the middle of our mat, or wherever you're practicing, the middle of your floor. And come into this forward fold. And while we're here, you can look once again at your toes and kind of wiggle your toes a little bit and then put them back down. Once again, you can check in with your knees and bend them, bend and straighten, bend and straighten. Let your shoulders be loose. You can wiggle your shoulders. So we're reversing toes, knees, shoulders, and then head. Shake your head here. Yes and no. Maybe. Yes and no. Maybe. Yes and no. Maybe. Awesome. And then stop. We're gonna roll up really slow. Imagine you're like slow motion. So we're gonna slow motion roll, almost like a fruit roll up. You're gonna slowly roll up, really, really slow. Probably looks like you aren't even moving, but you are really, really slowly, till we're standing up tall. Awesome work, you guys. Just take a second to stamp out your feet, get any wiggles out. Adjust your shirt, adjust your pants if you need. And we're going to find prayer hands. So take your hands, just like we took our soles of our feet, we're going to take the palms of our hands and glue them together, heart center, and really press your palms into each other really hard. So they're not going to go anywhere because one palm is pressing into the other palm, and they're glued together, and our elbows come up, and you might feel some muscles in your arms, some muscles working here. Awesome yoga pose. This is called mountain pose with prayer hands. And from here, our feet are going to be nice and grounded. We're going to pick one leg up. You might feel really wobbly, but that's okay. If you fall, just come back to trying again. If you fall, get back into it. And then, if you've done yoga before, you might know tree pose. So we're going to come into tree pose. So our knee is going to open out to the side, and we're going to glue that foot to the inside of your leg on your calf. Or you might reach down with one of your hands, pick that heel up and put it into your upper leg. We want it on our upper leg or our lower leg, but don't push it into that knee because that's not very good for that knee. We don't want to hurt ourselves. Tree pose. Imagine this leg, the leg that's down is like your trunk, and it's really strong. You have a lot of roots going down and a lot of years of just strength in that trunk. And once you feel solid in your trunk, you might start to grow branches, reaching the arms up. You can sway in the breeze. Might be a little windy. Awesome. You might wiggle your fingers just because. And then we'll release. Shake out that leg. Shake out both legs, actually. That was really hard work balancing. And now we're going to go to the other leg. So other leg becomes your trunk. Palms kiss together, pushing together. And we lift that leg up first, just normal. Knee in the air. And we're just checking in with our balance to see what it feels like to just be on one leg. Get that trunk nice and strong. As we get ready for a tree pose, we're going to turn the knee out to the side without turning our body. Our body stays forward. And then we're going to glue that knee into that calf down there, or up, grabbing the foot up and placing it into the inner quad, this leg, this inner trunk. It doesn't really matter what your choice was that you chose, as long as it's not on that knee. In yoga, we really want to make sure that we're not hurting ourselves. That doesn't help. And feel your trunk strong and feel the base of your tree nice and strong, so then you can grow your branches up or out, or you sway in the breeze. Just make sure if someone's around you while you're practicing that you're not hitting them. Awesome work, you guys. Take a couple more seconds here to just explore your tree pose. And once again, if you fall, just get back into it. Maybe you put your foot on your calf, or you bring your hands back together. And relax. Shake out that leg. Shake out your whole body. We're going to end, you guys, with one pose that I like to call star pose. So we're going to step our legs really wide, not the splits necessarily. Don't go all the way down, even if you can, because you want to be able to have those two tree trunks now, both rooting into the ground. Really strong. Imagine that you are a powerful, like, superhero or something, and you're standing really strong. Your hands come to your hips, and we're gonna lift our chest up nice and tall and strong. And we're just gonna practice breathing here. Not having to move, but just breathe. So take a big breath in, fill up your chest with air, and exhale, let it go. Couple more breaths. Inhale, lift your chest, fill up, imagine there's a balloon and you're filling it up with air, and then you let it go. 2 more. Inhale, breathe in. You might look up, you might smile, and exhale, breathe out. 1 last breath. Inhale, breathe in. Exhale, let it out. Awesome work, you guys. Last thing, really last thing, we're gonna reach our arms up to either side and feel like we could spread our body out. Spread your fingers wide, reach really far in each direction, reach with your legs even though they're not moving. Take a couple moments here to just feel really big and strong and tall. And maybe you smile. Awesome. And release. Jump your feet together. Awesome work, you guys. Thank you so much for doing yoga with me, and I hope to see you in another video. Bye.